Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have a very exciting day today. We are gonna be opening this, but I'll get to that in just one second. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I've had a very busy week, but it's been very, very good. My last video where I made these like cute little worm barrettes and showed you how I made them. That video reached, it's at like 300 people right now, and I think it's gonna go a little bit higher. 300 is so good for me. My whole channel is only 220 subscribers, so I think if you get, I mean, I guess there's a lot of videos that get more views than they do subscribers, but for me, that's a big deal. I mean, it's very humbling to like jump online and make a whole video and only get like 40 views, which is like what it's been happening. But even like, I mean, listen, for those 40 people who watch me, I really appreciate it. So anyways, these barrettes, they've been doing really well. If you want to buy these barrettes, they're still available. They're on AnnGabriel.com. That's my website. If you are new here, my name is Ann. I make and sell barrettes and hair accessories. I sell them on Etsy at Ann Gabriel Shop, and I sell them on my own website, AnnGabriel.com. And they usually aren't necessarily worms, but these were ones I upcycled from a Temu haul. But anyways, but usually I kind of just jump on YouTube and we talk about like trying to, move my like side hustle into a full-fledged business and, kind of taking risk and having courage and I don't know, just like kind of, I don't know, it's going to sound lame, like being authentic and like being 48 and being like, maybe I want to try something a little bit different and just having the courage to go on YouTube and be that person. I don't really know. But so that's what we're talking about. A lot of times it's about, what I'm doing to grow my business. Like, I'm looking into a company now called Range Me, and Range Me is like an intermediary between like businesses and retail stores like Target and whatever, and so they help you like get into stores. So I'm in the middle of like doing that research now, so that'll be a future video. But today we're doing something a little bit more hands-on. When I was looking around YouTube, I wanted to find some other small channels who are trying to do what I'm doing. Like it's hard, like I said, it's like humbling to like spend all day making a video and have like 17 people watch it. And so I wanted, like, I love Mia Maples and Hope Scope. Who doesn't? Like, they make it look so easy. And I was trying to find, like, my people, you know what I mean? And who I found along the way is Jerry. And Jerry lives in Florida, and she makes and sells jewelry. And her channel is called Beachside Bead Boutique. And she's really fun to watch. She does like mystery box openings like from bead retailers, and she does all kinds of making of jewelry. She does all different kinds of jewelry too. Earrings, bracelets, usually, kind of beach themed because that's where she's at. She like lives on the beach. It looks like kind of amazing to be quite honest. And then she sells her jewelry on her website. And then she also sells them in like farmers markets and things like that, like pop-up stands. And so anyway, so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like, do you kind of want to be friends with me? Like, let's commiserate on like what it means to be this, like doing this on YouTube. And so she's been really great. And we decided to swap our own boxes. So I sent her a mystery box. I sent mine though from Fire Mountain Gems because I don't really have that many cool beads. And so I picked out some for her from Fire Mountain Gems and shipped them to me. And then I think she made this mystery box for me, and I have to make a barrette out of whatever is in here. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to unbox this because I'm going to need like a day to think about what I can use in order to make the actual bread. Like, you want to make something cool, right? So I don't know. Let's get to it. Let's open this and see what it is. All right. Give me a moment while I switch the cameras around. Okay, here we go. We got the box. We got the scissors. We got the Dr. Pepper. I just cut it open. Maybe I cut it open. Maybe I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, she sent me a note. Okay. She said, "Hey, Anne, it's Jerry from Beachside Bead Boutique. I have a project for you if you're up for it. There's a spring garden festival coming up that I'm going to attend and would like you to make me a fun and whimsical hairpiece. I've included items for you to make it fun and blingy. Use as many as little items I sent. I'll let you be creative with it. Anyways, have fun and good luck. I'm looking forward..." Well, I skipped the LOL. Have fun and good luck, LOL. I'm looking forward to see what you come up with. Talk to you soon, Jerry. That's so nice. Look how pretty that, like... Look, she's so thoughtful. Like, the stationery is great and everything. Okay, so wait. We're supposed to do... What did she say? A spring garden festival. A whimsical hairpiece. Fun and blingy. Wow. All right. All right. Well, obviously the first thing we see are these flowers. I know nothing about flowers, so this is probably based off an actual flower. Oh my god, I could have so much fun with this. Fun and blingy. I'm a little bit more like... I wonder how serious I have to take this. More like ridiculous and outrageous would rather. Okay. Oh, and she included a headband for me. That's convenient. I don't really like that thing, but we can work around that. We got gingham ribbon, also in pink. Pink is a head. This is a theme. A theme. Okay, we got pearls. Glass beads. Let's go back to the pearls. So the pearls are, this is 135 crafter square. I think that's dollar store. Listen, let's not underestimate how good a dollar store crafting material is. They are so good in a pinch. Okay, so I got pearls, and then also crafter square. This is a pretty good set though. Glass beads. Maybe turn it upside down. I like these also. These ones down here that are more like this brown. But I like this pink. And then gemstone designs. I've never seen these. What does her Dollar Tree have that my Dollar Tree doesn't have? Oh. Interesting. Listen to the sound of those. That's a good sound. Okay. Choking hazard. Oh, and then she sent some more. Gemstone designs. So we got flowers, and then we got butterflies. Okay. So that's guarded for sure. Okay. All right, so we got flowers, headband. She said headpiece. Maybe she doesn't wear barrettes, but maybe I'll make her one anyways. We'll see. All right, now that we've opened it, let's think about what to do. Okay, it's the next day, and I've been thinking some things through, and this is where we are at. This is the stuff that Jerry, Beachside Bead Boutique, gave me, and this is what I'm bringing to the table. So I'm trying to stay true to these things, but I wanted some accents and, of course, any of the Barrettes. So we have the flowers, we have the headband, we have the pearls, we have this variety of bead selection, we have the gingham um, ribbon, and then we have these like cabochons in a variety of colors. And then I brought some things to attach to the barrettes. So I have my resin, of course, which is Let's Resin. And then I brought a glue gun just for like quick adherence. I also brought E6000, B7000. I don't really know what the difference is. And then I bought some cording. And then this is wire cording, because my problem with the beads are that they're not flat, right? So how do you get them to attach? So I thought maybe we might try cording them on. And then I bought a variety of my barrettes that I just have extras of. These are the Eleanors, these are the Amelias, the Julia long ones, and then this one's the Diana. And pink and green were kind of the theme here, so I tried to carry that over here. And then I brought in a couple white, just to see, maybe to do a white pearl one, because you wouldn't want a pearl barrette. So I will check that out. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Sounded so corny. Okay, my original idea was to do a headband just covered in flowers. That would be like a bouquet of flowers on this headband in the most like obnoxious, cool way. But then that would have required me to go back to like the Dollar Tree and pick out more bunches of flowers. And I ultimately decided to stay like as close to the materials as Jerry gave me as possible. I didn't want to like add too much to it. So I had this second idea. So I knew I definitely was going to use the flowers in some way. So I deconstructed them and pulled them all apart. You're going to see in just one second what I do with them. But I decided while I was like deconstructing the flowers to go ahead and also pull apart the headband. And the headband, if you ever want to know, like, is the Dollar Tree headband like well built? It is, in fact. In case you wondered, it is. That thing was glued to an inch of its life. It was so hard to pull apart. It took me the longest time, and I didn't leave all that footage in there because I was trying to like not make the video like half an hour long. But it was so hard to pull apart. But I finally got it down to just its base. And then I went back to the flowers and I started cutting them up because I decided what I wanted to do was take one of the Eleanor barrettes and like layer the petals and the leaves. And you'll see that in just a second, and make kind of like I was thinking about just kind of like floral, beachy, luau kind of vibey barrette. Um, with the Are they hyacinths? Is that the flower I'm thinking of? That those are, I don't really know. I don't know flowers very well. But and then I wanted to do like splatter gold, and I was gonna do gold foil, but for some reason I could not find my gold foil sheets anywhere. I don't know if the foil would have really even stuck to them, but I did find this folk art gold paint that I use a lot on like wood projects. And that's it's very pungent and it's very strong, but that stuff is beautiful. It literally is like liquid gold. And so I splattered that and then covered it with glitter, pink glitter, and then with white glitter, but the white didn't do much for it, so I would add more pink in just a second. And then I just started layering them on the bread. I tried using the E6000 glue. It did not hold them, so it really needed the hot glue. And I just layered and layered and layered until I was happy with the result. I did. You'll see it in a second. I'll show it to you. It looks great, but I thought, is it enough? And I gotta admit, I'm kind of a maximalist at heart. So I feel like if you're gonna go for something, you really gotta go for it. And I pulled out the paint pens, and there's me just checking that it's still like opening and closing. I pulled out the paint pens and started adding these like accents in teal and green and purple and pink, actually, the pink you can't really see. And because there was something that was a little bit like abstract or like impressionist painting about the whole thing. So I just wanted to bring out some more of that kind of beach vibe. And then I went back with the gold paint and added some like well placed, more gold dots and a little bit more glitter where I could. And so it came out looking, they almost look like leopard spots, to be quite honest. So it's like, I think it was really cool. It is definitely not the barrette that I normally make. My barrettes are almost like um super simple in simplicity. You know, like I'm kind of a simple, elegant, maybe kind of girl. And this is definitely above and beyond, but it's a lot of fun. I'll have to tell you. You'll have to tell me whether or not you like it. It's definitely on the line of gaudy, but I think gaudy in like the best possible way. So then I moved on to the headband, and I had tried making a barrette when wrapping it in like metal wire and beads. But if the underside, you'll see it's kind of right, like those white things are the legs of like the thing that holds my camera phone, and right above them is a barrette with three beads on it, and it was looking really cool, but the teeth on the barrettes like ate through the wires. It kept cutting it, and they won't cut your hair. They, you know, the teeth are there just to hold it in place, and they do a great job. But I guess they are sharper than one might imagine, and they just cut through, you know, the wire. I didn't really try the plastic, but they cut through the wire cording. So I decided to, instead of doing it on a barrette, to do the same idea but on the headband. And so I took a whole bunch of the pearls and just put them on there and then started twisting it. And at first, you'll see with this one, at first I tried doing just one pearl each time I went around and making a little bit more sparse. And then I went up to two, and then I went up to three, and ultimately three was the best decision. So I unwrapped it all and then rewrapped it, doing three pearls across of various shades. And I think it came out really good. It's definitely a different vibe than the barrette. They're not the same. The same two people are not wearing this because the the headband ends up being a little bit more like traditional with the gingham and the pearls. Um, so it's totally different feel, but it was fun to make, and so I was happy with how it turned out. And then I was looking at it when I finished, and I didn't like how like the plastic cording was just raw on the underside of it. So I went back, and the original wrapping that was around the headband was like this kind of like taffeta esque material, and then felt. And I pulled those apart. I used the taffeta part to do like a finishing edge on the headband where, you know, it touches behind your ears. And then I cut the felt and did a lining that I glued in on the underside of the headband and then back behind the ears. So it actually ended up being, I don't like a headband. I got a like oddly big head. And so headbands pinch me a little bit and give me headaches if I wear them because, you know, over time, but it's an oddly comfortable headband for sure. I mean, the felt really does make a difference. So you know, and I had an idea of like maybe this really did inspire me to like maybe make something for Christmas. I love Fire Mountain Gems, which is like where I got Jerry's beads that I sent her. And they have some great like crystal beads, like from Preciosa. And I thought maybe I might make one with like kind of large diamonds or something, but with the same concept. So I might come back to this and have fun. So here are the three pieces. I ended up doing these tiny barrettes that you'll see, and they're the center part of the flower, like the pollen part. And I literally just glued them on the little short frida Barrette. I was just inspired at the last minute because uh, I don't know, it just came to me, and they look very strange. Um, but I love them. I love them. So three different people. One's mod, one's traditional, and one's, crazy and out there. But all three of them were really cool to make. And I was like really happy for the the just the challenge of doing this. It was a good day. I got to tell you, it was a good day. So, anyways, we're about to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you wouldn't mind asking a question or liking or subscribing or sharing this with a buddy, and like maybe we can get to 300 views again. So, thank you for supporting my small channel, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.